Hello and welcome to another video review on the channel, and today I'm talking about a special hidden gem that I think a lot of people have passed up over in the past few months since it released, and that is a game called Immortal Redneck. Now, from time to time, I enjoy myself a smaller independent game. Back in 2013, a small independent game named Rogue Legacy took me by utter surprise. It was a perfect blend of Castlevania with roguelike elements, and it remains one of my favorite games of this past decade. And perhaps at some point, that game could even crack my personal top 10. Well, I've waited patiently for a sequel to the game. I've always wondered what the idea would be like if taken and used in a different capacity for a different popular genre, the first-person shooter. Enter developer Crema, 2018 Doom roguelike inspired Immortal Redneck, which is a fantastic Rogue Legacy type game that is a first-person shooter. Think Rogue Legacy and Doom, or Serious Sam if they had a baby. That's what you get in Immortal Redneck. In fact, Immortal Redneck follows many of the same patterns of Rogue Legacy. The difference, other than the gameplay here, is the setting. This time you play as, you guessed it, an Immortal Redneck. The redneck tourist was knocked out and mummified. You have to figure out what is going on, and to do so, you'll need to venture into the ever-changing pyramids of Giza. Now, I won't sit here and tell you that Immortal Redneck is a perfect game, because it is not a perfect game. In fact, it has some of the same complaints I would give Rogue Legacy. Well, yes, some of the basic concepts are here. Every time you die, you respawn outside of the pyramids, where you use the gold you've collected during your recent run to level up your character or purchase different skills, and to re-enter the pyramids, you have to surrender any remaining gold. In fact, the skill tree is incredibly similar to that of Rogue Legacy, and yes, Immortal Redneck suffers from the same pitfalls of having too many repeating rooms. This was always an issue with a smaller, indie game that is procedurally generated. However, I keep coming back to this game. The controls are incredibly tight for this style of game. Everything just feels good as you play it. Originally, I purchased this game on the Nintendo Switch, and I wasn't aware that it had been released anywhere else. So originally, guys, I had purchased this game for the Nintendo Switch because I had watched a Metal Jesus video. Shout out to Metal Jesus, one of my favorite YouTubers. And after watching one of his Switch Hidden Gems videos, I was immediately hooked at the idea of this game. I watched some other videos on it, and I went out and I purchased it for the Nintendo Switch because I just assumed it's a Nintendo Switch exclusive game. And I'd say in that version of the game, I probably put about 15 hours into it between breaks and lunches at work, and I even played the game in docked mode. I became that addicted to this game. And all of a sudden, one day, I just happened to be looking around on the digital Xbox store and discovered Immortal Redneck is out on the Xbox One, and it's an Xbox One X enhanced title. So, I purchased it there. All the footage in this video you're seeing is from the Xbox One X version of the game, which runs at a native 4K resolution at 60 frames per second, and it looks stunning. And that leads me to one other issue between versions of this game. I will tell you straight off the bat that yes, the Nintendo Switch version is a inferior version of the game. It runs at a very low resolution, especially when playing it in docked mode. You can really tell how muddy and blurry the game looks. And the game, by default on the Nintendo Switch, has issues with motion controls. And the motion controls in this game, they're not my favorite thing. It took me a little bit of time to figure out that all you had to do was turn the meter all the way down to the left to turn them off. There isn't just an option in there that you can just click on off. That was a little bit bizarre of a design choice, however, I figured it out and it was fine. Other than that, The Nintendo Switch is a perfect platform for this game, especially if you want to play it on the go. I've played, as I stated before, about 15 hours of this game on the Nintendo Switch before I picked up the Xbox One version of this game. And I have to say, on the Xbox One, it's an even better game. It just looks incredible. The lighting, everything about it, running at the highest resolution possible on these systems. And at 60 frames, it runs butter smooth. It looks just absolutely stunning. And it really has a really interesting design to it. It definitely has a feel of Doom or a Serious Sam. You do have enemies that run at you, but you also have almost the same skull enemies that fly at you from a Doom. And I like the marriage of this and Rogue Legacy into something completely new and different. Now, yes, the story of the game, it's whatever to me. Playing as an Immortal Redneck, that's also whatever to me. The point is, this game is really damn fun, and that's the point I want to get across. If you're out there and you're looking for a good title to play, either on the go on Nintendo Switch or on this game's on the PS4, it's on PC, it's on Xbox, it's literally everywhere except cell phones at this point. I think for the $20 price tag, this game is really worth your time, and it's another testament to, especially in the most recent years of me playing video games, how much things have changed, how the tides have changed, and we're getting better experiences a lot of times out of independent games than we are out of the AAA budget games. And this game is another one of those where I've had more fun playing Immortal Redneck this year than some of the bigger AAA titles that I've played. Immortal Redneck, you can buy it for PC, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. It has a price tag, as I stated before, of $20, and I think it's worth every penny of that. I'm giving this game a B+. I think it's an excellent game. It's worth your time. It's definitely worth playing. And if you are a fan of Doom or Serious Sam or Quake, but you're also a fan of Rogue Legacy, this is the perfect marriage of those two ideas into a game. Now, yes, it does have some pitfalls, as I stated before. You get a lot of repeating rooms and stuff like that, but I think it's worth the time and the effort spent into it, and it's a fun experience overall. And that's what video games are supposed to be. They're supposed to be fun. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video review. Check out Immortal Redneck. I think it's an awesome game. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, until next time.